Sometimes less is more. Democrats should just sit back, sip some tea as they watch MAGA implode. You know, a mentor of mine once said, "Don't snatch defeat from the jaws of victory." And sometimes people frequently want to hear their own voice, or they want to be heard or be loud, and they think that something has to be done, when in reality, sometimes just let it play out. Sometimes doing nothing is better than something. In fact, most of the time, doing nothing and letting people make mistakes and trip over themselves is the better solution. Sun Tzu said, "Don't do anything while your enemy is making a mistake. Just watch as that happens." So here's what's going on. We've reported about this a lot here on the MeidasTouch network, this MAGA civil war taking place over H-1B visas. You've got the MAGA tech bros versus the far right-wing OG original MAGAs, who are like, "We don't want any immigrants at all. That's what you promised us, Donald. We don't want to expand H-1B visa programs." And then you've got the tech bro MAGAs led by Elon and Vivek Ramaswamy, who are saying we need talented engineers from India. And they're going a step further and saying for our tech jobs, this is what like Elon and Vivek are saying basically, American culture is so mediocre. Americans normalize mediocrity, and just white Americans are not smart enough to have these engineering jobs. That's why we need talent from India. They're better than the white Americans and the MAGA Americans. I mean, just take a look at what they're saying. They're basically saying that. And Elon Musk, again, this is a little bit triggering. I'm just trying to tell you what he was saying. He was calling the Trump supporters, the MAGA, the right-wing MAGA, he was calling them retarded. He used that word. I'm sorry I had to say it, but that's what he was saying. He called them subtards and retards over and over and over again. And he would repost things that call, Trump's kind of core base that. So let them trip over themselves, okay? Let it happen. Here are the reactions from Democrats right now. Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, she goes, "I won't have enough tea to sip nor popcorn to eat over the next 4 years. I've done countless interviews explaining that we need immigrants and that they contribute to our economy. Businesses blow us up about needing workers. And what do you know? MAGA got played and is mad at who? The same two guys that they were just yelling was looking out for them last week when the government was on the verge of a shutdown. Elon and Vivek. Please post the best threads of the drama between Vivek, Elon, and Mad MAGA." So Elon Musk is now suspending all of these Trump accounts on X, formerly Twitter, like Laura Loomer's been suspended. This right-wing conservative account has been suspended. The right-wing conservative MAGA follower groups, they've all been suspended. Suspension after suspension after suspension. What I like too, though, about Democrats is they're simply, responding to some of the stuff that Elon's saying and saying, that sounds like a Democratic position in some ways, not some of the stuff that Elon's saying. But when it comes to Elon saying something like this, Elon wrote the following. Now, I want you to think about when I read this to you, this is the type of stuff that during the campaign that Trump and MAGA and Fox and OAN and Newsmax would go, "Whoa, that's woke. That's so woke. That's horrible. That's DEI and woke, man." I don't know why I did that voice, but Elon goes, "Anyone of any race, creed, or nationality who came to America and worked like hell to contribute to this country will forever have my respect. America is the land of freedom and opportunity. Fight with every fiber of your being to keep it that way." To which Democratic Congressmember Eric Swalwell says, "I agree. Agreed." Laura Loomer, who was suspended by Elon Musk, who's representative of the right. They were against H-1B visas and any immigration, and they were more aligned with the type of rhetoric you heard from Trump during the campaign. Laura Loomer says this: "What's also sickening is the silence over the extreme disrespect toward the MAGA base that worked so hard to get Trump elected. I guess since we don't have billions of dollars, we don't really matter anymore to Donald Trump. I hope @Team Trump addresses this digital class warfare against MAGA. In other words, the tech bros have taken over and the MAGA base is pissed. And I did another video on this. While all of this is going on, Trump ran away and he's playing golf and just not even acknowledging that all of these things are happening. Here's some stuff that Elon Musk is saying where he used the R word and subtard and says all of these things. Democratic governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, went on CNN and he kind of added some fuel to the fire. I thought this was a smart appearance when he says, "I hope Trump listens on immigration to people like Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. We should expand the H-1B visa program, and it shouldn't just be limited to engineers from India. We have to recognize that there are labor shortages, and we shouldn't be keeping these workers off the books in hospitality, in agriculture, and construction. It's why President Biden wanted bipartisan immigration reform that had a very strong border, the strongest border ever, but also had a pathway to citizenship as well, so that we could have a process where jobs that need to be filled are filled by lawful, legal immigrants who don't have to fear being deported, and to give them the peace of mind that when they're working hard in America, that they'll be okay, that they'll be protected, not bloody mass deportations." Here's what Governor Polis said. Let's play it.
Well, look, the President-elect Trump said that we should provide a visa or working permit to everybody who graduates from an American college. I agree. Let's do that. I mean, we have foreign students who come here, who study. All we're doing is subsidizing other countries if we're forcing them to go back and not deploy the talents and skills they got here in our country. I hope he listens on immigration to people like Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, but also takes into account his desire to reduce grocery prices, to reduce housing prices. If he wants to accomplish that, immigrants play such an important role in our economy across the continuum, across the skills continuum, right? From low skills jobs, hardworking, to high skills jobs, founders, engineers. They're really a big part of what makes America as prosperous as we are. And as your last panelist said, in many ways, it's our superpower that we have the best and brightest and hardest working people from across the world that want to come here and live the American dream and be part of making our country safer, stronger, and wealthier.
Further, Governor Polis said the following. He said, "Look, no one here, no Democrat wants illegal immigrant criminals here or terrorists. Go after them. All good. We don't want criminals here. We're talking about people who are contributing to the economy, though, not the criminal. You want to go after the criminal? We support that. Do it. We need to stand up, though, for people who are working hard and filling jobs and helping our economy." Here's what he says here.
Look, and we have world-class universities here, University of Colorado at Boulder, Colorado State University. Students from across the world come here. And one of the stupidest things we do as a nation is when they get their degree or their graduate degree, it could be a PhD in physics and engineering, we literally say you're not allowed to work in this country. You have to go somewhere else. And guess what? In a global economy, the jobs follow them. Back to India, back to China. It hurts our economy, hurts job creation. And it's one of the dumbest things that we do. Look, as a governor, as a state, we don't control immigration. But all I can do is encourage people like Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, the business community to speak up and say, look, immigrants are an important part of our economy. And of course, if President-elect Trump wants to go after criminals, whether they were born here or whether they were born in another country, the state of Colorado will help them do that. And if there's criminals in our state, and there are, that were born in another country, we want to apprehend, deport them, and hold them accountable for the law. At the same time, so many immigrants contribute so much to our economy, whether it's keeping groceries affordable, keeping homes affordable, or helping to start tomorrow's great company that could employ tens of thousands of Americans with good paying jobs.
Yeah.
I'll show you this. MAGA Republican Congress member Mike Lawler from New York. Just listen to his rhetoric right here. I mean, just think about, and this is why the MAGA base is pissed, because they're like, whoa, you're saying the exact opposite is what you were saying during the campaign. Your whole campaign was that immigrants, migrants, they're eating dogs and cats and geese and there's an invasion. Play the clip.
This, I think, is one of the biggest issues that we have to tackle in this Congress. Yes, we need to secure the border. We need to stop the massive influx of illegal immigration. But the fact is, we have a population decline in this country, and we have a workforce shortage. We have a shortage of doctors, nurses, engineers, home health aides, ag workers, construction workers, hospitality workers. We need to not only have an immigration system that works, that has a legal process that people who want to come here and enrich our community, our culture, our economy can do so. But we need an education system that is ensuring that we are building the workforce that we need. It's not just about having a pipeline to college. We need a pipeline to the jobs that need to be filled, which means our K through 12 system needs to be reevaluated. We need vocational schools. We need to get kids started at an early age on the path to STEM. So that we actually are creating engineers and the workforce of tomorrow, especially from a technological standpoint, from a biotech standpoint. We are the greatest force in the world, and our economy is the most powerful. And we have the most innovative and entrepreneurial people. But the fact is that we do have a shortage in the workforce, and we need to deal with this.
So, okay, what you just said is the thing that got Vivek Ramaswamy in some trouble, okay?
And finally, I'll leave you with this. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Democratic Congresswoman from Florida. I have to show you this clip. It's not fully related to what we're talking about, but it kind of is here. So she's asked this question by CNN. And she goes, and CNN is like normalizing Donald Trump's stupid posts about conquering Panama and Greenland and stealing the Panama Canal from Panama through imperialistic conquest. And Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz, she's like, watch Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz's face as the CNN anchor is saying this. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz's face is like, are you stupid? Like, this is a stupid question. This is the dumbest question. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we're not conquering Panama. Wait, CNN, have you lost your damn mind? CNN, watch this moment. Here, play the clip.
You may not like his style or approach to diplomacy, but if he does successfully, I don't know, push China back or scare them off with regard to influence in the Americas, could this threat be worth angering Panama's government, in your view?
It is utterly preposterous to suggest that we are going to send our military into Panama to, quote, take back the Panama Canal. As I said, we have a treaty with Panama. We have a free trade agreement with Panama. We are no more going to take back the Panama Canal than Panama is going to come in and try to take the Mississippi River from us. We have to have rational, balanced diplomacy.
Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. So Democrats, sometimes less is more. Sometimes take a step back, sip that tea, let them fight. Let it happen. Okay? Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million together. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.